My girlfriend told me, I'm not updating my relationship status until you give me something that's actually worth sharing online. I replied, that's reasonable. Then I went ahead and gave her something truly worth sharing. It was called walking away. The screenshot her friend forwarded to her showed my updated relationship status. I, a 31-year-old guy, heard those precise words 3 months earlier. We had been dating for 2 years. She, 28, was working hard to establish herself as a lifestyle influencer. Fashion hauls, travel reels, everyday routine videos. She had around 32,000 followers back then. The conversation took place in her apartment. I had just arrived after a long day at the office, still wearing my work attire. She was taking mirror selfies, the type where you snap dozens of pictures to land one perfect shot. Hey love, could you change your Facebook relationship status? Her friend's boyfriend had just pulled off this big surprise announcement, and I reminded her, yours still shows single. She didn't even glance up from her screen. Yes, because you haven't given me anything worth sharing yet. What exactly do you mean by that? I don't know, like a photogenic vacation, a thoughtful, beautiful gift, something that would make great content. Once you do something shareable, I'll update it. That makes sense, doesn't it? I just stood there quietly. 2 full years together and I wasn't considered shareable. Makes sense, I said. She smiled, eyes still glued to her phone. I knew you'd understand. Here's the reality no one warns you about when you date someone whose entire sense of value comes from online numbers. Every moment turns into a transaction. Every experience becomes material. And if you don't serve as good material, you're invisible. I had been supporting her in every possible way. 8 months earlier, I bought her a new camera upgrade, $2,400. I paid for a professional lighting kit, $890. Every weekend, I drove her to scenic spots for shoots. I held her phone steady for hours while she captured the ideal clip. I edited her videos because she claimed she didn't have time to learn the software. Yet I never appeared in any of her content, not once. My face was carefully cropped out of every picture. If I showed up at all, it was just my hand holding a coffee or the back of my head in the background. Her reason. My followers come for me, not couple content. But she happily shared her friends' relationships, her sister's engagement photos, her cousin's romantic getaway. Just never us. That evening, I drove home and really reflected. What was I actually doing? Acting as unpaid crew for someone who seemed ashamed to admit I was part of her life. I made a firm decision. Saturday morning, I sent her a message. Hey, I have to concentrate on some work projects this weekend. Can't make the content day. Her reply, what? I already planned an entire beach-themed shoot. Me, sorry, completely overloaded. Her, this is really thoughtless. I mentioned this days ago. Me, you said you needed a driver and cameraman, not that you needed your boyfriend. Her, don't act like that. You know how much this matters to me. Me, yes, I do. I didn't reply after that. I spent the weekend thoroughly cleaning my place and thinking clearly. Monday, I called a friend who's a professional photographer. You still need an assistant for the upcoming wedding season? Yeah, why? I've been doing photo and video work for free for 2 years. I'm pretty skilled now, want to bring me on? I started the following weekend. Paid position, genuine recognition for my effort, a refreshing change. Tuesday night, I got a message from my girlfriend. Why are you ghosting me? Me. Not ghosting, just occupied. Her, with what? Me, work-related things. Her, you're acting strange. Wednesday, she appeared at my door without warning. I was editing images from a wedding I had assisted. What's all this? She asked, pointing at my screen. Work. Since when do you do photography professionally? Since I got really good at it while helping you. Her expression shifted, as if she suddenly realized I had talents she had been freely using. Oh, that's actually awesome. Maybe you could shoot something for me this weekend. I'll even pay you. I'm fully booked. Come on, you can surely squeeze in time for your girlfriend. Can't. Already promised a paying client. She grew irritated. Fine, whatever. When you're available, I'll need fresh material anyway. I probably won't have openings moving forward. What? I'm shifting focus to real clients. Ones who pay. So you're refusing to help me anymore? Help suggests assistance out of kindness. You need a professional shooter. Hire one. That costs a fortune. Yes, quality work usually does. She stormed out angry. I didn't hear from her for 3 days. Then came the message. Can we talk? I feel like you're pulling away. Me, I'm fine, just rearranging my priorities. Her, what does that mean? It means I'm finished being unpaid support for someone who won't even publicly admit we're dating. OMG, you're still hung up on that. I already explained, once you do something worth sharing. Exactly, something worth sharing. Me, cool, I'll let you know when it happens. 2 weeks passed. I continued shooting weddings. I met new people. I had real conversations with women who didn't pause mid-sentence to check their analytics. One of them was a bridesmaid at an event I worked. She asked for my contact to receive the photos. We grabbed coffee, then dinner. She worked as a veterinary technician, had maybe 300 Instagram followers and didn't mind at all. She shared pictures of animals and genuine hangouts with friends. Real memories, not manufactured scenes. We kept seeing each other. Everything felt natural. No posing. No, wait, the light is wrong here. Just being present. 1 month after that beach shoot conversation, I changed my relationship status. I tagged my new girlfriend. I shared a simple photo of us at a relaxed dinner. Nothing extravagant, just two happy people smiling. I posted it and set my phone aside. The screenshot her friend sent her must have reached her almost instantly. About 30 minutes later, while I was at my new girlfriend's place watching a film, we had been dating around 5 weeks, my phone exploded with notifications. First text, "Is this some kind of prank?" Second, "Pick up your phone." Third, "Who is she?" Fourth, "You're actually seeing someone else, we're still together." I showed the messages to my new girlfriend, my former partner, officially former now. Should I be concerned? Nah, she just realized she lost her free photographer, she chuckled. That rough. Worse. The messages kept coming. I let every call go to voicemail. I listened to them the next morning. First voicemail. "What the hell is this? Call me immediately." Third, "I can't believe you're doing this. After everything, just call me." Seventh, her sobbing. "I thought we were fixing things. I thought you were only busy with work. Now you're with another woman." "How could you?" I deleted them all. A text arrived from her friend, the one who likely sent the screenshot. "Really mature, announcing a new relationship while you're still with someone." Me, "I'm not with anyone. I've been single for over a month before I started dating again." Her friend, "She believes you two are still together." Based on what? The relationship she never acknowledged online, the one where I was simply unpaid staff. Her friend, "You're acting like a jerk." I blocked her. My ex continued messaging all day. "We have to discuss this. You can't just move on like I was nothing. I deserve answers. Reply." Finally, around 8 p.m., I responded. "You said you'd change your status once I did something worth sharing. I did. I moved on. That's definitely worth sharing." Her, "That's not what I meant and you know it." "Then what did you mean?" Her, "I meant a sweet romantic surprise, a trip, something lovely." "Why would I plan that for someone who wouldn't even admit publicly that we were together?" "I was going to. I was just waiting for the perfect timing." 2 years wasn't perfect timing. You're being unreasonable. I'm being truthful. You wanted something worth sharing. You got it. It just wasn't about you. So that's the end. You're with her now? Yes. This is ridiculous. You can't simply replace me. I wasn't trying to replace you. I was looking for someone who genuinely wants to be with me, not just benefit from me. Her, "I never took advantage of you. I purchased a $2,400 camera for you, $890 in lighting. Spent every weekend for 2 years as your personal photographer and editor. Never appeared in one post, never acknowledged, but sure, definitely not taking advantage. I was growing my brand, you knew that. And I was growing a relationship, you knew that too." No reply for an hour, then. "If you think she's better than me, you're fooling yourself. I have 34K followers. I'm headed for big things. What does she have?" Me, "A relationship status that shows she's with someone. That's already more than you ever offered me." I blocked her number, but that wasn't the conclusion, far from it. Update 2. The second week after the fallout somehow got worse. It began with my ex making a burner Instagram account to view my stories. It wasn't even discreet. 0 posts, 0 followers, created 3 days prior, watched every story within minutes. My girlfriend spotted it. "Is that her?" "Yeah." "Should we block?" "Number letter C, maybe she'll observe what a normal relationship looks like." That was petty, I admit, I know, didn't care. Then her closest friend contacted me. Not through social media, she somehow found my work email. "I don't normally do this, but she's in rough shape. She's hardly eating. Her content quality is dropping because she can't concentrate. Engagement is falling. Followers are leaving. You caused this." I stared at the email for a full minute. Her content quality is dropping. Not that she's heartbroken, not that she's struggling emotionally. Her content, I replied. "I didn't cause anything to her. I stopped doing everything for her. There's a difference." Her, "She needs support. She can't afford to pay a photographer for every session." "That's her issue to figure out, not mine." Her, "You're being selfish. After all she did for you." "What exactly did she do for me?" No answer. The real escalation happened Friday evening. I was having dinner with my girlfriend when notifications flooded in. Instagram, Facebook, everywhere. My ex had uploaded a lengthy story series, 3 slides, about toxic partners, people who act supportive but secretly undermine you, narcissists who twist reality to make you feel like the villain. She never named me, she didn't need to, everyone understood. Comments poured in, "Who is this about? You deserve way better. Some guys are just envious of strong women." My girlfriend noticed me reading. "Don't respond. I'm not. You look tempted. A little. Don't. That's exactly what she wants." She was correct. I stayed silent, posted nothing, just continued living. Monday, her mother phoned me, her mother. "I raised my daughter better than to be treated this way." "Okay." She told me everything, how you tried to control her online presence, demanded to be featured, became jealous of her success. "That isn't accurate. Are you calling my daughter a liar?" "I'm saying she's not sharing the full story. I never demanded to appear in posts. I asked why after 2 years she wouldn't even confirm we were dating. She said I wasn't worth sharing until I did something impressive. So I did. I walked away. She said you were controlling." "Ma'am, respectfully, I bought her camera gear, drove her to locations every weekend, edited her videos for free, and was never recognized once. How is that controlling? You're meant to support your partner. I did for 2 years while she refused to admit I existed. That isn't partnership. She's devastated. Then she should have valued the relationship when she had it." She hung up on me. Wednesday delivered the ultimate move. My ex filed a small claims lawsuit. The claim: $32.90 for services provided and equipment loaned but not returned. I sat reading this complete fabrication. Services provided, loaned equipment. I called a lawyer friend. Can she actually win this? She can file anything. Winning is another story. Did you buy the gear for her? Yes, as gifts. Proof. Receipts, card statements, text where she thanked me for the gifts. Then you're solid. Keep records. This is harassment. My response was straightforward. I hired an attorney to prepare a counterfiling. Included, receipts proving purchases as gifts, screenshots of her gratitude texts, screenshots of her refusing to acknowledge our relationship, records of my unpaid photography and editing labor, valued at approximately $15,600 based on standard professional rates for 2 years of weekend work. A statement that if she pursued this, I would gladly seek payment for services I actually provided. Her attorney contacted mine 3 days later. "My client wishes to withdraw the claim." Excellent choice. Case dropped. But here's where her sense of entitlement truly shone. That same weekend, she began posting stories about launching a legal fund because she was being silenced by someone with greater resources and influence. My girlfriend showed me. "She's really painting you as the bad guy. Yes, doesn't bother me if I don't care about her audience's opinion. You're handling this remarkably." "I'm handling it the only way that works. Zero engagement." She craves a reaction. I won't give it. Monday morning, a stranger slid into my DMs. "Just wanted to let you know I know her in real life and you escaped a disaster. She's gone through 3 boyfriends in 5 years. Same cycle every time. Uses them for money and help, keeps them secret, dumps them when they want real commitment. You're not the first, won't be the last." I screenshotted it, didn't reply, just saved. That afternoon, her collaboration partner, another creator, messaged me. "Hey, I know it's messy, but she has a sponsored shoot next week. It pays $500. Interested?" The nerve. "No, come on, easy money for a couple hours. I charge $800 for brand work now, and I wouldn't shoot for her at any price." That's spiteful. That's having standards. No further reply. That night she posted about people who pretend to care but desert you when you need them, complete with broken heart emojis. My girlfriend asked, "When will this stop?" When she realizes she can't guilt me back. Or when she finds a new guy to exploit, whichever happens first. It took another 3 weeks, update 3, the final month, now 3 months since the status change that ignited everything. It concluded oddly. Not dramatically, but with quiet defeat. My ex's follower count had fallen to 29,000. Her interaction rates were terrible. Turns out audiences follow lifestyle creators for aspirational living. When the feed turns into constant self-pity and persecution claims, people leave. She attempted a pivot to healing journey content. Plenty of quotes about self-love, knowing your value, removing toxic influences. Standard captions, it didn't connect. Then she shared a paid skincare promotion. The comments were harsh. "Girl, sort out your own mess first." Is this the same person crying about her ex last week? Unfollowing, tired of the victim content. She deleted the post quickly. A different friend of hers reached out. "Look, I know you probably don't want updates, but she's really having a hard time. Lost 2 brand deals. Rent is overdue and she's short. I'm not saying get back together, just maybe assist her one final time. No, that's harsh. That's consequences. She made decisions. I'm not responsible for fixing them. She messed up. She messed up repeatedly for 2 years. I just stopped tolerating it. She might have to move back with her parents. Then she moves back, not my concern. That was the end of the conversation. Through mutual connections, my girlfriend's friend knew someone in her circle. I learned the rest. She removed most of the vague, Toxic-X posts because brands were noticing the drama and growing wary. Companies prefer not to associate with creators whose personal chaos is public. She relocated to her parents' house to cut costs. Still creating content, but the vibe changed. Less glamour, more relatable hardship. Smaller, different audience. The gear I bought, she sold it. I spotted the camera listed on a used photography marketplace for $1,800. Apparently cash was more urgent than quality shots. Last I heard, she's seeing someone new. He appears in her posts, full face tagged. Relationship status updated. Maybe she finally learned a lesson, or maybe she just found a guy she considers more shareable. As for me, life is solid. It's surprising how smooth relationships feel when both people proudly claim each other online and off. My girlfriend and I recently moved in together. Her suggestion. She wanted to be certain before signing a lease. Fair enough, we found a place. She shared the news, I shared the news, our statuses read in a relationship. Revolutionary idea, I'm still shooting photography, built a steady clientele. Earning real income from a talent I honed while being someone's free helper. Bright side, the strangest moment? I bumped into my ex 3 weeks ago at the supermarket. She was with her new boyfriend. Our eyes met. She quickly looked away and hurried off. Part of me considered saying hello, asking how she was keeping it polite. But I didn't owe her civility. She had 2 years of my patience, understanding, and support. She spent that time hiding me while benefiting from me. So I continued shopping. Didn't acknowledge her. Treated her exactly the way she treated me publicly for those 2 years, like a stranger. My girlfriend asked later, was that awkward? A bit. You okay? Yeah, honestly, I am. And that's true, I'm not angry anymore, not wounded, not resentful, just finished. She wanted something worth sharing. I delivered something worth sharing. It simply didn't feature her. That's the outcome when you treat someone as inadequate while they're actively improving your life. Eventually, they accept your judgment and leave. She spent 2 years signaling I wasn't worth sharing. It took time, but I finally believed her. I wasn't worth sharing to someone who viewed me as a tool, not a partner. But I am worth sharing to someone who sees me as a whole person. And that person shares me constantly. Not for likes, not for growth, just because she's joyful and wants the world to know. That's the distinction between someone who truly loves you and someone who merely uses you. One proudly shows you off, the other keeps you secret until you serve their image. I learned that the hard way, but I learned it. My ex can continue curating her perfect feed, her posed shots, her flawless aesthetic. I'll be here sharing authentic moments with someone who doesn't require perfect lighting to feel content. Final score. Lost, a girlfriend who treated me like unpaid staff. Gained, a profession that pays my expenses. A partner who proudly claims me, and the confidence to know I deserve both. Her consequences: lost the free support she took for granted. Lost followers, lost brand deals, had to move home. Finally learned to share her relationship, but only after losing mine. My revenge wasn't complicated, it was simply thriving. Sharing my happiness and refusing to be her safety net when her world crumbled. Sometimes the most effective response to entitled people is to stop responding at all. Stop being accessible. Stop solving problems they created. Let them handle it alone. She's handling it now, without my camera, without my edits, without my help. And I'm discovering what it feels like to be with someone who wanted me in the frame from the beginning. Turns out being post-worthy was never the issue. Being with someone who prioritized posts over people was.